Welcome to another DragonLance Saga gaming episode. Today we begin our Advanced Dungeons & Dragons DL3 Dragons of Hope actual play. This is, of course, Session 1. It is Misham Paleswelt the 6th. My name is Adam. I would like to take a moment and thank the DL Saga members and Patreon patrons and invite you to consider becoming a member or patron. You can even pick up Dragonlance Media or get $10 signing up to start playing .games using my affiliate links in the description below. Most of the virtual tabletop tokens in this game were actually created by Mike Perry, and you can find them in the description below as well. And every one of these Dragonlance Gaming episodes doubles as a fundraiser for nonprofit organizations that support our military veterans or active duty service members. If you care about that, if you're capable of supporting them in any way, thank you very much. And if not, that's okay. Enjoy the show. So last time on DL2, Dragons of Flame, the heroes successfully blocked passage through Pax Tharkas by inadvertently triggering the gate blocking mechanism. As they fled from the dragon battle between High Lord Verminaard riding his ancient red dragon Mount Ember and the ancient red dragon Flamestrike with 800 plus refugees, they rushed out into the wilderness to safety. The refugees plundered 40 wagons, each with food for 20 refugees for 20 days. They know they bought some time before the red dragon army that left for Quilinisty can then again turn around and pass south through Pax Tharkas to find them, but they can't rest on their laurels. The safety and survival of these refugees reside in the heroes' hands, and they have to find somewhere for them to go. But first, they need to catch up to the fleeing refugees. And this is where we pick up with our heroes. Your lungs ache from breathing the bitter cold air. The heavy snowfall blurs the Carolized Mountains to either side. Behind you, the evil dragon army. Before you are nearly 300 different families just liberated from the dungeons of Pax Tharkas. And suddenly, you hear the war cries of the draconian pursuers behind you. Now, we are going directly into combat before we even get a chance to breathe. So you all should be seeing the battle map right now. Loading. It is a snowy canyon pass south of Pax Tharkas. This is literally picking up right after the end of Dragons of Flame. As you guys are rushing to catch up to the heroes, to all of the refugees, you hear this commotion behind you and you see 4 draconians, Baz draconians, charging through this snow blizzard at night, it is nighttime right now, toward you. Now, you are able to adjust the audio volume on your side if it's too loud. I just adjusted it down a little bit on my side. But the way combat works is normally there's a surprise round. In this particular case, you heard them before you actually see them or they get close enough, so there's no actual surprise. They're screaming behind you. And so we have group initiative. Each side, the enemies and the heroes, you guys, roll a d6. Who wants to be the party d6 roller?
Let me do it. I'm feeling lucky.
All right. Feeling lucky. Wow. All right. So obviously with initiative, you want to roll higher than your opponent. They only rolled a 3. You rolled a 6. So you guys are going to go first. Now, what we do on initiative is declare actions first. We're going to be running this as official D&D for this first session, and then the truncated version that I've been running it for ever after this first session. So your heroes are facing south, of course. The enemies are coming from the north. I'm just going to go down the list, and you're going to tell me what you want your hero to do when it is their initiative turn to do that thing. So if you're going to be, for example, casting a spell, you're not going to be able to move at all, and you're going to have to start. Magic spells will trigger at the end of your round. So Tasslehoff, what do you think you want to do here?
I'm just seeing if I have like bullets on me. If not, I see if I can pick up a rock and chuck it down there with my staff sling.
Nice. Yeah, you do absolutely have bullets in your many pouches among countless other things. You see the draconians, you know you have a specific range that you're going to have to be able to reach. Can you tell me what your range is?
Yeah, it was like 5, 10, and 20 for
so
short, medium, long.
Yeah, so that's times 10 indoors in feet, outdoors in yards. So that's 5 is 50 yards. They're only 70 feet away from you, so you have no problem hitting them with a short range. All right, so your turn.
Perfect.
You're going to grab a bullet and you're going to throw the sling. Tika, what is Tika going to do?
Tika is going to. Is going to charge over to the one on the right and attack.
So if you're doing the charge action, you can actually move 33 and a third % of your total movement in order to hit them. So what's Tika's movement really quick so we can look at that?
We're looking. Should be at the top, right?
Yeah, it should be above the abilities, like strength, dex, and stuff. And I can look really quick as well. Is it collapsed? Oh, there it is. She has 12. So it's 120 feet that she can move on her turn, and she is approximately 70 feet from him, so that's not going to be an issue. So you can charge forward. When you do, you're going to have a +2 to attack, but that means you're going to have a -2 to your armor class when it's their turn to attack. So on your turn, you're going to go target him. I didn't ask Tasslehoff, which Draconian are you targeting with your staff sling, your hoop?
The one on the far left.
Okay. And Flint, what's your plan?
Flint's gonna move forward and prepare to engage.
Okay. And Raistlin, what's Raistlin going to do?
Raistlin right now is going to hold tight and let them get to business.
Okay. And Caramon, you're up next. What are you going to do?
I'm going to advance, close as much distance as I can. Not going to worry about attacking. I just want to get as far as I can without giving them like an attack of opportunity on me.
Okay. Yeah, that will only happen when you try to break away from combat melee combat. But yeah, you can definitely move up on your turn. I think you have like 120 or 90 feet of movement on your turn. The only way that you can move and attack is if you're within 10 feet or if you charge into battle. So those are the only two options. Once you're stationary, you can shift around in that 10-foot area and still attack. But other than that, it's kind of like moving or attacking in the official rules here. So Riverwind, what are you going to do on your turn?
He's going to draw a short bow and fire at the one straight ahead of him.
Okay. Just so you guys know, you can also, if you have the select tool, the little arrow tool selected, you can click and hold and it'll ping the map. So you can ping any individual target or location on the map, just for a heads up for everyone else as well. All right, so that's what Riverwind's going to do. Gilthanas, what are you going to do?
Gilthanas is going to move forward to. Is it best to charge or is it best to kind of wait for them to come?
I mean, it's entirely circumstantial. You guys have initiative, so if you want to engage them away from everyone else, then charging in at them gives you initial, first attack.
Yeah.
So, but you also have some spells, you could use. So if you want to do that instead of moving, you could, of course, do that.
I was
totally
thinking.
choice.
I always do spells, so I'm gonna try a little hack and slash here.
Okay. Do you have a bow?
I do have a bow. Yes.
Because you would have multiple attacks with your bow. Most people who have bows have 2 attacks. You would do when you have multiple attacks, and some of you do have multiple attacks. So we'll have to deal with this here in a second. But you fire once at the beginning of the initiative and once at the end of the initiative order. So just keep that in mind. And if I forget, I need you to remind me. So Gilthanas, you're with your bow. You and Riverwind, who are using your bow, are going to both fire at the very beginning and at the very end, rather than on any initiative order that we're going to be going through here.
Bow it is.
All right. And Goldmoon, what are you going to do?
She is going to get her sling and attack the same one, or the one directly in front of her, which I think is that one.
Yeah, okay. And then Sturm. Oh, what's the range on the sling? Out of curiosity.
Uh, 5, 10, 20.
All right, yeah, you're good. All right, and then Sturm, what are you going to do?
Sturm is going to rush in there and kick butt. He's
gonna
just going
charge?
to. Yeah, he's going to charge in there like a bowling ball.
Okay. And then Tanis, what is Tanis going to do?
Tanis has got bow, and he's gonna take a step to his right, but see if he can't pick off this guy on the right.
Okay. Well, you guys have faced Baz Draconians before. They're the ones that eventually turn to stone. They have this brass coloring to their scales. And you guys have initiative, so I'm going to have you go first. But first, I'm going to let you know that they are all going to be charging down. And their plan is to charge down into melee. You guys are, of course, going to be stopping some of them because you're going to meet them first. But let's have the ranged attackers go first. So first up with your bow is Riverwind. So go ahead and roll to hit. You are actually looking for an armor class 4. Should show the good people watching. All right, so you're looking for a 10. You actually have a -1 on your bow, so you're looking for an 11. You got a 16, so you sort of arc it up, adjust for the wind, loose the arrow. Takes a little while to get there. You lose sight of it through the snow in the night, and then you just hear this scream. Ah! Where the hell did that come from? As you smacked that Draconian for 6 damage with that arrow. Nicely done. All right, next arrows are Gathanis.
Hold on, stand by, longbow, doink.
Were you attacking the same one on the far right? Or were you attacking a different one?
I was attacking this guy
Okay.
right there.
Okay. You are you're an elf. So you sort of, you've got this range distance issue. However, you rolled 1 for your damage. So you aim right at him, you fire your longbow, it disappears into the night, and you just sort of like listen out for it, and you hear this sort of scream out, "They're shooting arrows, son of a..." As he just screams from the damage. All right, and then last for the bows is Tanis. And Tanis, you were hitting the one on the far right, right?
Yes.
All right, so you're looking for a 10. You got roll a 13. So you did 4 damage, and you don't quite see clearly, but you just hear this, "Ah!" and it just stops. This creature just completely stops in the middle of the ground. And what you don't know is it instantly turns to stone and just stops in this mid-run pose. All right, that's all the bows. So we're going into normal initiative. Tasslehoff, you are up. The one that you were aiming at actually has been felled. I'm going to allow you to change your target. Normally, you would not actually be able to change your target. You're sort of SOL if who you're targeting dies on your turn. I don't like how that works. So go ahead and target whomever you would like as a secondary.
The one on the oh wait. Oh, I meant the guy on the far left from me.
Oh, the
so-
far
'cause
left. Okay, you're good then.
Yeah. Okay, so I
Got my
guess
left
it's
and
roll
right
this,
mixed
right?
up there. So you swing it around and throw it. Wow, you need a 16 to hit. It flies off in the distance, and you're not sure what happened to that stone. Next up is Tika.
So with Tika, I'm going to attack that one.
So you can actually select your token, and there's a little blue dot that's outside of a square. You can grab that blue dot and face them whatever direction you would like. That way
Trying to
we can
find
plan for like flanking and stuff like that, and rear attacks.
Yeah.
Is there a little icon
Yeah,
there?
yeah, found it. Sorry. Give me a second.
Oh, you're good.
That's Flint.
So Tika charges forward in the snow, brings her short sword out, hiding behind her shield. She closes a distance behind the Draconian, swings the sword.
Oh,
Oh man,
Hey.
slips in the snow and
And-
slides toward him like she just made a goal on the football field or something. And then
It's the
quickly
ice.
stands up.
gotta be ice.
Flint, you're up. Brutal.
total face plant.
Yeah. Flint charges
Oh, let's-
forward with his stubby legs.
Let's say hello to this guy. Let's see, Flint, where are you?
He's all the way. Oh, you're looking for the character sheet?
Yeah, it's two. Oh, we'll take it.
Nice. You're looking for a 14. You charge forward, screaming out, bury your hand axe into this draconian for 6 damage. Screams out, "Ah, you're gonna pay for that, you runt dwarf!" Raistlin, you're up. You were just gonna hang back, or you were gonna move anywhere?
He's just gonna hang back and kind of just chill out back here and just kind of encourage everyone. You know.
You're doing great. All right, Caramon, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna move as far as I can. So I don't know if you let me attack or not, but I'm not charging. I'm advancing safely. So
Yeah, if you're
for
not
what it's worth.
charging, then you wouldn't be able to attack, but you can definitely close the distance.
Great.
All right, let's see. Goldmoon, you're up next.
All right, she's gonna fire her sling.
Just pulls it back. Stone flies off into the dark distance. A natural 20! Can you tell me which one you were targeting real quick?
The one in front of Tika.
Natural 20
one.
with 6. Okay, so we should probably talk about firing into melee. This is a thing. So outside of a magic missile, which is or any other auto hit spell, because combat in Advanced Dungeons and Dragons is based on constant movement and reposts and parrying and stuff like that, if you fire a melee weapon a ranged weapon into melee, I have to assign percentages for the creatures in that melee. In this particular case, it's only 2 people. They're both medium size. So I'm going to do 1, 2, and 3, 4. If it's a 3-4, you're going to have hit Tika. If it's a 1-2, you're going to have hit the Draconian. And that just indicates that it's a shifting, constant battle. So it's always dangerous to fire into melee. You weren't planning on doing that, but that's just how it ended up. So let's see. Come on. 1 or 2. Yeah! So you get a natural 20, maximum damage with this little bullet, which is incredible, by the way. I'm not doing double damage for natural 20s because it is unfairly targeted on the party because there's always more monsters, ultimately. But 6 damage is a hell of a hit. You smack him right in his face. Tika, you just feel this whirring of wind and the blood splatters right out of the sort of, I don't know what you would call it, the muzzle, the long lizard-like nose. And he just screams curses that you just could never, ever say around your parents. All right, good job, Goldmoon. Sturm, you're up.
Oh, I could say they don't speak Draconian.
Touche.
Sturm charges the one. You go there, and he attacks with his two-handed sword.
He's like holding one hand up to his bloody nose. You bring the Brightblade out. Light just emanates, breaking through the darkness. You needed 8. Oh, even 7 or 6 with your charging bonus. You just charge forward and slice him for 6 damage. Give me a dexterity check. It's going to be a dexterity -2. As this Draconian turns to stone, let's find... I'm sorry, it's a -3. Oh, the Brightblade is stuck inside that Draconian. And it's going to
Does
be
it mean I'll
stuck
get
there.
it back later?
Yeah, it inevitably crumbles. In this particular case,
Okay.
it's going to take 4 rounds before it crumbles out of it. So you're going to have to use something else like your fist or your teeth to fight these guys.
No
But,
problem.
Well done. That Draconian is now stone in front of you. All right, now we're back to the arrow throwers here. So Riverwind, your second bow attack.
I'll go for the one by Flint,
Yep.
hoping I miss him because he's a little shorter.
Duck!
Uh,
All right, you were looking. Oh, geez. Yeah, you needed 11. You got an 11. All right, so it's going to be a 1, 2, 3, or 4 situation again. All right, hit the Draconian. Perfect. 2 damage. Nicely done. The arrow cuts into him. He sort of kneels down from the sheer force of it, using his wings to push back against the snow so he doesn't fall on his back. Tanis, your second attack.
Tanis is going to use his second attack to move up, and instead of firing into melee, I'll just.
Well, you would have to either not use your bow or
Oh.
use your bow, simply because you started
Okay.
with that action.
Okay, let's not use the bow.
Okay.
I'm not going to shoot into melee.
Okay. And then Gilthanis, how about you?
Since Gilthanis started with the bow, does he have to do it again, or can he rush up with the sword?
You would have to use the bow as your action, but you don't have to fire an arrow because you already used one of your arrow attacks, but you wouldn't be able to move or anything like that. So it's either, if you don't want to fire into melee, that's understandable. You would just not use your second attack for your bow.
All right, wish me luck.
Oh, you're doing it.
I'm gonna do it.
No whammy, no whammy. All right, so you were looking for a 12. You got an 11, so unfortunately it just flies through the night air and you miss. An 11, let's see, Flint has a 6 armor class. You might have hit him because you would have hit his armor class. So let's do the 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, Flint.
Great,
Flint.
great beard of Ryux. Who's shooting back there?
You got an arrow in your back just sort of forcing you forward. You take 4 damage.
Sorry, Flint.
You're like, Riverwind, what the hell?
That's gotta
wasn't
hurt.
me.
Just blame
wasn't
anyone
me.
else. All right, that is the end of your initiative. It is now their initiative. You see the one in front of Caramon is just going to pull out his short sword. They were going to lick it and do the whole thing, or actually they don't lick it with these guys. He pulls out his short sword. He is going to strike, or actually it's a long sword. He's going to strike out at Caramon. Caramon, your armor class is what?
6. I
6.
think.
All right, so they're looking for a 10. You parry off his attack. He just sort of curses. Ah! The next Draconian is going to attack Flint because you're just right in front of him. Flint's armor class is 6 as well. He needs a 10. Oh, maximum damage on Flint. He breaks through your defenses and slices across your stout dwarven chest for 8 damage. Good thing you're not a large creature. Jeez. Brutal. All right, it's initiative again. D6 for the group. Oh my gosh. All right, so you guys are clearly going to go. And let's just go round robin again, asking what everyone's going to do for declarative actions. Tasslehoff, what you going to do?
I'm going to turn around and just observe and make sure nobody's trying to like get behind us, or there's like not an unexpected party or something.
Right. Okay. Tika?
Didn't they come up behind us?
They came from the north down behind you. Yeah.
Okay. So we to the bottom of the map is the fleeing.
Right. So you guys are going toward the refugees that are way past the bottom of the map at this point.
Okay.
But,
so we
to his
turned
point, you never know if there's scouts that were out
Yeah.
there or guards that were out there or anything
Yeah,
like that. So,
I was just making sure I was facing the right way.
oh, yeah. Yeah, as long as you're
And I'm
facing
going to
up.
move. I'm going to move past Raistlin too.
Okay.
Just a
And
little-
also,
like
just
a-
a
yeah.
reminder for Tasslehoff, you have your taunt action. So if you're in range, you just taunt them, they have to make a saving throw. If they fail their saving throw, they are enraged and they have to try to find you and kill you. They have a -2 to attack you, but while they're enraged, everyone else has a +2 to hit them. So it's just an option. You don't have to do it, but it is something that's in your toolkit.
Please do it.
I don't know. I mean, do we really need that? I don't know.
You
It's
might
far
not
away
need
and it's
it.
cold, and I'm just gonna hang out in the back.
Okay. Tika. What's she gonna do?
Tika is going to, give it a good old try again. Good old college
Well,
try again.
she would have to then just shift over. You're within that 10-foot range of just moving over to the next one on your turn. So that won't be an
Yeah.
issue. Don't move yet because it's not your turn, but on your
Oh,
turn,
that's right,
you
that's
can definitely do that.
Right.
So Flint, how about you? What are you going to do on your turn?
Gonna split the one in front of him with an axe.
And Raistlin?
Raistlin is still gonna, sit in the back with Tasslehoff and maybe play some cards.
I was about to say, you're reading a book.
Caramon, what are you going to do?
Attack with my longsword. I should have 2 attacks this round for what it's worth.
Yeah. So I think you have 3 attacks every 2 rounds, or is it 2 attacks every round now?
Yeah, it's 3 every 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can definitely take 3 or 2 attacks this turn. And then, but I think that's going to be like we did the multiple attacks. You'll take one at the top of the round and one at the bottom of the round, like the arrows. And Riverwind, what are you going to do?
He is gonna put away his longbow and run for the one next to Flint, or the one in front of Flint.
Okay. You should be able to charge him if you wanted to, and you would get a +2 to attack.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Okay. And then Gilthanis, what are you going to do?
Same thing. He's going to charge
Okay.
with a sword.
Right. Charge with a bow and just smack him. And then let's see who else. I think that's Goldmoon. What's Goldmoon going to do?
Since Flint took an arrow in the back, she's gonna come up behind Flint and probably try to heal him.
Okay. So just so you know, you can definitely move up behind him, but you won't be able to cast any spells if you move during a round. So you'll have to wait until the next round for that. And then Sturm, what are you going to do?
Sturm is going to take his mighty dagger and stab the closest draconian in the back.
Okay. And Tanis?
Move up, close the distance. Get ready to pick off anybody who shows up late or splits from the group.
Sounds good. All right, so let's start with the multiple attack routines. Caramon, you're up. I'm going to rotate your character really quick. Go ahead with your first attack. Nice! Dirty 20. You bring your longsword about, slash him across the chest for 10 damage. Give me a dexterity -3 roll.
How do I do that again?
You should go to your abilities section and click on dexterity. It should ask you for any modifiers, and you can do a -3 there.
Okay, there's no die roll next to it. So
Oh, if
I
you
don't
just click
see-
the dex button, like the word DX, there you go.
Oh, okay.
So 7, 8, 9, 10, you would have done it anyway, even with the -3. So you yank your longsword out of the way as he turns to stone, and he's going to crumble to dust in 3 rounds. So I'm just going to move him off the map. All right, nicely done. Anyone else had multiple attacks that are here? No, because everyone's got to either move or something. So let's start at the top. Tasslehoff, you're going to move back behind Raistlin and maybe check out some of his spell components.
I think he's still got the dead rat Boo gave him.
Nice. Tika, it's smelling fabulous by this point.
So Tika, would I be in range to go to this draconian over here, about from behind?
Unfortunately, it's more than 10 feet away, but you could move over to them and attack next time. Last round, you already charged, and you're going to do that once every 9 rounds, basically. So you would have to just move over there and wait for your next turn.
Yeah, I'll move over there right behind him.
Okay. Flint.
Oh, let's chop him in two.
Get some.
Nope, that's not.
Sort of clang your hand axe on your shield, move forward, chop down at him, and he parries it off. Ha ha! I told you you'd die tonight. Your friends are even trying to kill you. Raistlin, you're up.
Oh, be quiet. You'll be stone cold in a moment.
So for Raistlin, I was a little curious. I'm trying to look at the spells, and some of them are like grayed out. Can I memorize them on a turn, or
No, you'd have to do that at like overnight. So you basically sleep, you rest, and then it takes you 15 minutes per level of spell after you've done like 4 hours of sleep in order to memorize any spells. So at this point, you wouldn't be able to cast any spells because your declarative action, I believe, was to like hang out back in the bag.
Yeah. I'm still playing cards. All right.
Okay.
Yep.
And then Caramon will do your second attack here in a second. Riverwind, you're up. You said you were going to charge?
Yep.
Attack.
See, I guess. Can I get there?
So it's 33 and yeah, absolutely. You charge forward, pulling out your sword at the same time, slash across the Draconian.
Here.
So you were looking for a 10, and he riposte, sort of, well, he doesn't riposte, he just parries off the attack. And Gilthanis, you're up.
Gilthanis runs up there. I'm assuming. Well, can he do the charge thing or no?
If you have 120-foot movement, you can. Yeah. I'm looking right now. You're actually at a 90 movement, so you could move 66 feet in a charge, which gets you next to Flint. But well, I mean that's close enough. We can roll with that. So yeah, you charge forward with your long sword and attack. You needed a 12 with a 4 armor class. So you just miss as he sort of ducks out of the way. He's looking around, realizing he's the last Draconian left. It's like, oh, shit. Let's see. Goldmoon, you're up.
Yeah, she's just going to move and post up behind Flint for the next round.
Okay. And Sturm. So unfortunately, you're not within 10 feet of anyone, but you can move over to them if you'd like.
Sturm moves over there with his mighty, mighty dagger.
Tanis.
Just moving up.
All right. Let's do our second attack for Caramon. Right now, it looks like you have like 6.5 feet that you could move forward and then attack him if you want to do your second attack on the only Draconian left.
Yeah, that'd be great.
All right, so you needed a 10. With a 13, you just slowly walk toward him, knowing his doom is coming. The night air is just illuminated with all the magical swords or daggers that are out, and the snow is drifting through the light that is radiating off of the weapons. You bring your longsword up and just slash down on this Draconian. He slices and twists, blood splatters out, coating Flint's face, and then starts to turn to stone. Give me a -3 dexterity check. And your longsword is stuck in it, but he's dead, and you don't see any other enemies. It takes just a few minutes, and the Draconians crumble down to dust, freeing your weapons as you're sort of standing here breathing a little bit heavily, some of you from the run, others from parrying and attacking, wondering, where the hell are the refugees, and where the hell's Raistlin and Tasslehoff?
Would someone like to pull their arrow out of my shoulder?
I put a boot up to his butt as I'm pulling it out.
We'll talk later.
Now, the weapons they have, do they turn to stone too?
No, their equipment. Well, let me double check just to make sure, but I'm pretty sure their equipment is fine. The statue crumbles to
Tika, you have
dust.
a
Any
short
weapons
sword.
stuck in the draconian are freed. Only the body of the Baz turns to stone. Any armor or weapons it carries is unaffected.
Do you want a short sword? For Tika?
These are all long swords.
Yeah, grab it all. We got a whole bunch of refugees that don't have weapons.
I mean, it's
So
4 long
wait.
swords.
With the what's the advantage to it, like from a longsword standpoint to a short sword?
Proficiency, reach. You
Damage?
actually do technically do more damage too.
Yeah.
I'll take a longsword.
But it's a slashing weapon versus a piercing weapon. So there's a couple changes, you know.
Do I have
Arguably,
to
it's like the
drop-
best all-around melee weapon, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know this, but your frying pan does 8 points damage.
Don't need a -2.
It does have a non-proficiency weapon
Okay.
penalty to it,
Yeah.
making it hard to hit.
Yeah.
All right,
Well,
so
let's-
you guys are
let's-
sort of collecting up long swords from these 4 of them in the bitter cold. There's a little bit of sort of residual rust. They clearly weren't taken care of very much, but you know any refugees that doesn't have any weapons are definitely going to appreciate this. And I wouldn't get rid of your short sword just in case you run across any more draconians and you need to switch out weapons or anything.
Do they have armor as well?
Well, their armor is slightly modified to be effective only
Dragon.
really on their body type, and it's not
Okay.
really a full set anyway.
Okay. Well, let's collect up what we can. Let's shuffle the snow around to see if we can cover up some stone dead bodies, and let's
Right.
see if we can't catch up with the refugees.
Okay. As you guys are going around, sort of kicking snow around, doing your best to cover up the residual stone pieces of the Baz Draconians' bodies. Again, it is nighttime. You're noticing that your footprints that you charged up in are almost completely covered up now. It's been snowing this whole time in the night, and temperatures are dropping rapidly. It's getting pretty precarious here for you guys.
Let's see if we can catch up.
Okay. So as you guys start moving south, once again, you hear this call out. Where are they? Where are they? There they are! Do you see them? And once again, we are back in another combat round about 10, 20 minutes later. And this is going to be a bit of a gauntlet here for a little bit, unfortunately, as you were fleeing Pax Tharkas. These Draconians are chasing you, trying to get all the prisoners back, not quite knowing who. And you guys obviously would have been, moving down south a little bit further before, because it was been like 20 minutes. So as you
Do
guys
we
are
outrun
moving,
them?
I was thinking the same thing. Yeah.
I mean, you guys have faced these creatures before, so you do know that they can use their wings and actually propel themselves at incredible speed. So those of you with 120-foot movement, you would still be caught up in a couple rounds. And those of you with like 90 movement, you'd be caught up pretty quickly as well.
My short little legs.
Yeah.
Damn
Curse
you,
the-
legs!
Curse the legs. Curse the stumpy legs of the dwarves.
Yeah, and the snow is probably up into your knee range right now as well. All right, so let's do another initiative and let's see about this. Hey, welcome.
Yeah, sorry, there's a fire on the side of the freeway.
Oh, wow. I hope you're
You didn't
safe.
start it, did you?
No.
All right, so Raistlin is going to take over his character. Let me sort of adjust these titles here really quick. You walked in at the end of one combat round and at the beginning of another. It's a great timing. Let's see. You are Sturm with Tanis. So if you can just run Tika, and I'll have James run Raistlin as his character. Let me give
Sounds great.
Thank you. All right, and I think Tasslehoff and Caramon, Riverwind and Goldmoon, Flint and Tanis, and Sturm, Tanis, and Tika. All right, so we're back. Cool. So let's get initiative going. Do you still want to be the initiative roller? You've been doing so great so far.
I already did.
Oh, it's a tie. So
Oh,
in AD&D, when you roll ties, everything happens at once. That's a pain in the tuchus. So we're going to just re-roll. Oof.
ah,
Unfortunately, it didn't work out this time. All right, so these 5 now, before it was 4 Draconians, now it's 5. Their plan is to charge down and attack anyone that they can reach. They're going to be using their wings to propel them. Their swords are in their teeth, and they're actually not going to be able to attack. They're just using their maximum movement to close the distance. So that's what they're going to do on their turn. We're doing declarative actions, James, here. So Tasslehoff, what are you going to do on your turn?
Staff sling the guy on the far right.
Okay, and Tika?
Tika is going to
Watch out for the range people. Don't run out there.
yeah, I'm just gonna wait for them to get to us and kind of have more like of a defensive stance.
Okay.
Shoot wall!
So are you going to
Exactly.
attack if they get close to you?
Yes.
Okay. And then Flint?
he's gonna step up to the left ahead a little bit and ready for a charging Draconian and attack him when he gets in range.
Sounds good. And Raistlin?
Yeah. So I'm sorry, I'm just catching up. We are absolutely not in any kind of conversation with these folks, right? We're not assuming that they're nice draconians or anything.
No, so we're picking up right at the tail end of the last module where you guys were fleeing Pax Tharkas. These are the remnant forces that were
Okay.
inside, and they're coming down to try to recapture you.
I just didn't know if we were like trying to parlay with them or something weird that I just didn't want to
Oh, not yet, no.
fireball them, and they were like, "Hey, those are our friends."
Right.
I'm going to go ahead and go for a magic missile. I
Okay.
don't even have that loaded, so I guess I don't.
Well, you can go ahead and select your memorized spells, however many you would normally have for the day.
Okay.
As
Yeah, I'm
because
going
this
to
is-
do the magic missile on if there's any ranged ones. That's what I'd like to go after.
Okay, Caramon?
I yell, "Warriors, form a line!" And I take position like on the right side of what I think should be where we should form this line in front of the party.
Nice, okay. And Riverwind? What are you going to do? So we've got Chad, you're running
Riverwind.
Riverwind and Goldmoon?
I think he's frozen.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate. I'm going to run him until he comes back. Riverwind is going to, if there's any in range, he's actually pulling out his bow and he's going to meet them with a bow. Gilthanis?
Gilthanis gets his bow out. He's going to use his bow.
Okay. And Goldmoon. Oh, that
Yeah.
was him as well.
Yeah.
Let's see. Goldmoon is going to just stand back and stay away from the melee. She's not a melee type, and she's just going to be here just in case she needs to heal anyone. Sturm?
Sturm gets in this this line of magnificent fighters and gets ready to defend this realm place.
Right.
Rock.
And Tanis?
Tanis is going to step up front and center and take on the one that comes in up to his face.
Nice.
If you're going to
All right.
step up, we want a speech.
Yeah. All right, these things are charging down. They should have just charged to attack, but they use their wings to close the distance, so they don't get their attack. And he can go easily to there, and he can go easily to here. All right, so that's their turn, just closing the distance. Tasslehoff, you're up.
Okay, so I guess I couldn't I couldn't missile them before they got here.
Right, because it wasn't your
Uh,
turn to do so. So now that it's your initiative, you can still use your sling if you want to fire into melee. If not, then you would unfortunately just lose the turn.
Yeah, I'm just gonna lose
Okay.
the turn, I guess.
Yeah, it's harsh, I know. That's just sort of the rule set there.
Jeez, these guys are fast.
Tika, you're up.
Tika is, ready for them to come, and she's like, take it on, ready to go.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay, then
you said you were going to attack, so you can go ahead and strike out of that one if you want.
We're going to try the new Draconian Longsword and see if it works while it gets thrown.
Did you populate the longsword with any
I did,
stats?
so I
Yeah.
might...
Okay, cool. All right, yeah, unfortunately that didn't quite make it. You lash out at them, and he parries it off. Flint, you're up.
Pieces of rust fly off.
Yeah.
Still getting used to it, guys.
Flint,
I forgot to
Flint
populate
still-
+3.
yeah. Flint's like, curse your little girly wings. I'll cut you in half.
My wings are manly sized, dwarf. What do you mean?
Ah.
With a 12, he parries it off. And then let's see. Raistlin, you're up. You were going to magic missile one of them. Which one do you want to magic?
Yeah, as magic missile. Are any of? Well, I thought they were just the ones that farther away. So I'm just going to go for the one directly in front of T.
Yeah, and this is the other part. Because we're doing this in the original, for this first session, we're doing this, the actual rules. Spells fire at the end, even if their segments are
Okay.
short. So we'll have
Okay.
yours trigger at the end here. And Caramon, you're up. You have, and we should have done this with Caramon. You have 2 attacks every 3, or 3 attacks every 2 rounds. So if you want to do 1 attack now, or if you want to start 2, because this is a whole new battle, it's up to you.
I'll do the one now because I was stupid and didn't say I was attacking. So if you're gonna let me attack once, I appreciate your
Yeah, we'll
generosity.
do that.
Do I roll that now? Is it my
Yeah,
turn?
yeah, it's your turn. Do you want to
Okay.
attack the one that's sort of kitty corner to you, or the one that's on your right?
Straight ahead of me, the
Okay.
front right.
Yeah. Just with the confidence, slash out at him with a 15. You
Nice.
strike him for 6 damage, and that was the minimum damage you can do too. It's brutal. He sort of spins back, pushes back toward you. We're gonna pay for that, human! As he coughs up blood. Riverwind, you're up.
It was Chad again.
Oh, yeah, sorry. He was pulling out his bow. And now he's sort of SOL with the bow. He drops the bow and pulls out his long sword. Gil Thanis, you're up.
Gil Thanis. Now, I said I was going to use the bow. Do I lose a turn since I got switched to a sword?
Yeah, just like Riverwind did.
Okay. I throw the bow down.
Curse you, wood. All right. And Goldmoon. I don't remember what you were going to do. Oh, yeah, she was going to stay back. That's right. Any chance... you're running Tika right now. Do you want to run Goldmoon as well?
I think he just popped back in.
Oh, he's coming back? Okay. And then
I
let's
can
see,
do that.
Sturm.
Sturm takes his two-handed sword and he shouts, "Freedom!"
Welcome back. Whoa. I've got the wrong...
Hopefully
window
that's-
There we go.
Is that freedom?
All right,
I
so
hope
you
it's
needed a
freedom.
10, 8. You got 13, 9 damage for Sturm attacking the one in front of him. You see him, you lop his arm off with 9 damage. It sort of drops down. He like stunned, looks down. What the hell? What the hell? He just can't wrap his brain around what just happened.
I'm like,
You
"He's
actually get
alive?"
3 attacks every 2 rounds as well, don't you?
3 attacks every 2 rounds. Yes. How does that work?
So your next attack, if you want to take 2 attacks this round, will be at the end of the round,
Okay, sure.
which is very soon here. So Tanis.
Let's hit the one in front of me with Wormslayer.
Oh boy. If you hit, this is going to be crazy damage too. Oh my gosh. Well, minimum damage, but it's still doubled. So 8 damage as you just strike out. Wormslayer just sort of rings, this bright light emanates from it as it cuts into this Draconian, and 8 damage is brutal. Screams out, clutches his guts, trying to hold everything inside that is trying to make its way outside now, thanks to gravity. So, Raistlin, your spell now goes off. So,
Okay.
Can you ping the one you were targeting and roll your damage?
Oh, oops, wrong screen.
You
Pinging
whisper
it on
out
Discord.
spidery words of magic, throw your hands out, 2 bolts fly through the night air, illuminating the night.
Oh, I'm trying to remember what the damage is on
Should
that.
be
Is it
2d4
2d4?
plus 2, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
No, are you 5th level now? If you're at 5th, you get 3. So it's
3.
3d4 plus 3.
Oh, I like it.
That's going to be
3d4.
brutal. Jeez. And which one were you going? The one in front of Tika?
Yes.
Okay, so it just blasts and hits it, pushing it back 3 different times. However, it is magic resistant, so let me see about that. So it's got a 50% resistance to you at your level. It does not make it, and it gets no saving throw. So it takes the
You like
full 8
resist
damage.
this.
And it just blasts apart. You see scales flying back in the light as each one hits it successively after the last, screaming out, this is a mistake! And then Ted, let's see, who was it? Sturm. Was it Sturm? You get your second attack?
Yeah.
Who was it?
Yeah. That's me. All right. Roll.
12. So you cut him down. He only had 1. Give me a dexterity check -3 as you completely slice this dude down.
Does Tanis have a second attack? I get 3 every 2.
Yeah, you didn't move.
Let's chop him again.
He's hurting too. So you're looking for 8 for 18 damage. You just go straight down the middle, and his face sort of splits out. What he was trying to hold in inside falls out of his stomach, and just before everything turns instantly to stone. Give me a dexterity saving throw -3. And it's probably the ugliest statue that you guys have ever seen. The horror.
Be like a flower.
That's exactly right. 15. Okay, you're good. All right, so the Draconian is gone. You still have Wormslayer in your hand. Let's see, that was everyone's second attacks, right? Now it is initiative, because they won initiative last turn. You got to beat that.
Oh,
Oh
gosh.
my gosh.
Nice.
All right.
We were slow, but we were small.
Right. So this Draconian is going to... It hasn't taken any damage in front of Riverwind and Flint. So it's actually going to attack Riverwind, because that was its original target. So it brings its long sword about, slashing down towards Riverwind. Riverwind's armor class is 5, so he needs an 11. Riverwind, it slices through your defenses. You take 6 damage. The Draconian in front of Tika, after being blasted with the magic missiles from Raistlin, slashes out wildly, just trying to get you guys away from him, and attacks Tika that way. Tika's armor class is 8, so he needs an 8. You take 6 damage as he cuts all across your shoulder and your side. And then the last Draconian is attacking Caramon. Your armor class is 6. The bigger they are, the harder they fall! And you just parry it off effortlessly. Son of a... All right, it is your guys' turn. Let's do declaration. I mean, I would have declared that they were just going to be attacking you, so it's not a big deal. So, Tasslehoff, for your declarative action, what are you going to do?
The uninjured one in front of Riverwind, I'm going to taunt him. Hey, you should run away. You see what happened to your friends?
You're gonna die. All right. And then Tika?
So I just had a quick question. Was that -8 or -6 for my damage?
Oh,
the
that's a
draconian.
good question. Let me look. I'm going. Oh, you mean the
was
damage they
negative.
did to you?
Yeah.
Right. So that last one missed him. So you took 6 damage.
6. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, +2. All right, sweet. I am going to just attack my longsword, my draconian longsword. And see
Well,
if I
this
can
is
get
just the
better at
declarative phase right now. So on your turn, you're going to
Yeah.
attack the draconian in front of you?
Yep, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. And Flint?
Same thing. Just hit him.
Raistlin?
I'm just going to hold fast.
Caramon?
Attack the guy in front of me.
All right. You got 2 attacks this round. You want to take them?
Yeah.
All right. So we'll do the top and bottom of the turn. And then Riverwind?
I'll attack the guy in front of me.
Do you have 2 attacks on Riverwind? 3 attacks every 2 round? I think you might now.
What level is
Yep, you do. So if you want to take 2 attacks, you can do 1 at the top and 1 at the bottom.
Yep, 100%.
All right, cool. And then let's see. That was Riverwind. So Gilthanas, you're next.
Gilthanas can attack longsword.
Okay, so there's 1 next to Caramon, 1 next to Tika, and 1 next to Riverwind. Which one were you going to go after?
The one on the far right.
Okay. And then Goldmoon, what were you going to do?
She's gonna hold fast where she is.
Okay. And Sturm,
He's gonna attack all the way.
the one to his right. You should have. Oh, you only have 1 attack this round because you used 2 last turn.
Yeah, I'll attack the one on the right. That's fine.
Okay. Tanis?
Tanis is thinking that the 3 of them can take out that one. I'm going to circle around and help out Tika.
Okay. This is a fresh encounter after 20 minutes, so if you want to charge, you can charge him.
Okay.
And then let's see, Tasslehoff. Nope, that was the end of it. We already declared what Tasslehoff's going to do. All right, so let's start with Taz. As you start taunting this Draconian, let me have him make his save versus spells to see if he is affected. He fails. He looks over at you. You don't understand the might of Draconians! And you just see him shaking with fury, just red in his eyes. He wants to murder you. Tika, you're up. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's do top of the round attacks for the people attacking twice. So, Tanis, you only have 1 attack this round. Caramon, you have 2. So let's do your first attack. Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
You strike at him for 11 damage, cutting him down. Give me a dexterity saving throw -3. Jeez. You're good. You're just an old hat at this. This is no big deal to you. This is just a Tuesday. All right. Let's see. Riverwind, you have 2 attacks this round if you want to take your first one now. Nice. 9 damage. Ugh. You cut him down. You almost kill him with that 1 shot. He's just fighting to stay on. He's looking around. I think we should run. I think this is a bad idea. It's the snow. It's just making it really difficult. Just mumbling and shit. Let's see. That was... Now we're at the top. So Tasslehoff. I'm sorry. You taunted Tika. You're up.
Tika, so I'm going to use my longsword, the one in front of me, right there.
Okay.
And hopefully he dies.
You needed a 12, so you swing wide. He sort of ducks under you and laughs. We don't have to run. Look how terrible they are. Flint.
Let's thump his head.
Nicely done. 7 damage. Give me a dex saving throw -3 to see if you can pull out your hand axe. Nice. You stick it into his head. His body sort of goes limp and crumples down. You just yank it out as it turns to stone right on the ground in front of you. Let's see. Raistlin, you were just hanging tight?
Yes.
Caramon, you're up. Let's see. I think you're too far
There's
away
probably
to
too
go.
many people in front of me. I don't know.
You're only
Can I
8
get
feet
it?
away. You could move toward that last remaining Draconian and attack him if you want.
That'd be great.
See, this would be your second attack for the round, and again, you just sort of saunter over there at your own pace and strike out at him. He spins around dead. Give me a dexterity saving throw as 2 halves of his body turn to stone and drop into the ground. All right, you've defeated the second wave of Draconians. There's 5 more longswords if you guys want to grab those as well.
Yeah. Grab them and
Are you going to try
Are they
to...
any better?
They're all pretty much the same,
It's like,
to be quite honest.
it's like they're like Goodwill longswords. It's like,
They require a little tender love, attention. All right, so you guys have defeated them. You know it. Assuming the refugees have continued to move, they're even further away from you now. What do you do?
what's a double time trying to catch them?
Okay.
Yeah.
10 minutes as you're running through the snow. Once again, you hear Draconians running up from behind you. Kill them! And this time, there's 6 of them.
Woo.
All right, so let's get initiative. All right, you guys have initiative, so let's do declarative actions here. They are clearly far away from you. So, Tasslehoff, what are you going to do?
Staff sling the guy on the right.
I'm just going to move them so you can see them all, and they're all actually in the area. Okay. And Tika, what are you going to do?
Tika is gonna get in her defensive posture again.
All right.
So ready
Flint?
for them.
Yeah, if someone comes up, you're just going to have a readied action?
Yeah. Are they close enough where we can close the distance, or how far are they? I can only go
From
90.
Flint, they're 80 feet from you. So you wouldn't be
I
able
would
to
probably-
charge, but you could
Yeah.
move.
I would probably go up halfway and get ready for combat.
Okay. Raistlin?
How wide is the cavern here?
You're looking at 60 feet.
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna move up a small amount and just kind of stay and see what's going to happen.
Okay. Caramon?
I'm gonna advance while staying online with Flint.
All right. Riverwind?
Gonna pull out a short bow and take a crack at that.
Okay, let me bump up your volume. It got a bit quiet. And then, let's see. Gilthanis.
If Gilthanis did a web spell from between these 2 rocks, I don't know if you can see my cursor, between there and there, could he like make a barrier so we can just flee?
So between those, we're looking at 32 feet. It would really only be the height of those 2, because the rest would collapse in on itself. So it would only be the height, we're looking at like 3-4-ish feet, maybe tall for the big stone. They could easily just go around if a web spell like popped up in front of them. And
Okay.
you don't even know. I mean, they have wings. They might be able to like climb up part of the rock and just glide over it as well, if it's only 3 or 4 feet. You can absolutely do it. I'm just saying I don't think it would stop them like you would hope it would.
Okay. He gets his bow ready then.
Okay. Goldmoon?
She's just gonna sit back, I think, on this one.
Sturm?
Sturm, are we forming a line to fight here, or are we all charging up?
Go about
I'm
halfway.
I'm forming a line with Flint.
Yeah.
Caramon is.
We're going to split the difference and form a line.
Right, I join the line, wherever
Okay.
that is.
And
Can I
Tanis, what are you
line
going to do?
up?
Tanis is going to take a shot with the longbow, and then after he's taken a shot or two, he'll move up to form the line.
Okay. So you guys got initiative, so let's go ahead and start with the longbow attackers at the very top of the round. Go ahead and take your shot. Let's see. Gilthanas was going to move up and fight with them, right? So Riverwind, did
No,
you say
he's
you're going to use
longbow.
your bow?
Gilthanas longbow.
Oh, okay. And Riverwind, were you using your bow, or are you going up in line?
I was going to use my short bow.
Okay. So let's just start with Riverwind and do your first attack with your short bow. Ping the one you're targeting and roll to hit.
That one.
I totally missed it. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Okay, cool. Yeah. All right. So you were looking for a 11. You got a 6. It just disappears into the night and the snow. The second person with the longbow, Gilthanas.
Okay, I'm going to target that one.
Okay. You were looking for a 12. It goes off into the distance as well. Tanis. Natural 20. All right, which one were you
Finally.
targeting? All right. So he takes 4 damage as an arrow flies through the night and just sinks into his shoulder blades. His, or his collarbone, I should say. Screaming out. All right, so no one else had ranged attacks going, so Tasslehoff, you're up.
All right, I'll ping. There we go, that guy.
So you needed a 16. The bolt just disappears into the night. Tika, you're up.
Tika is going to go form a defensive line about halfway. Wait, can I do that
Mhm.
still?
Yeah. So because you're moving, you're not going to be able to ready an attack because you've moved more than 10 feet when you're not charging. So they're going to be able to just move up to you and attack on their turn. Flint?
Oh, it's so little.
It is cold. I mean,
Wow, wow, that is too much information right there.
it's snow is what
Too
I'm
little
saying.
information.
It's snowing.
It's
I was in
Yeah,
the
too
pool.
little information. So that was Flint moving up. Raistlin, you were hanging back?
yeah. I just wanted to move up to get some distance up there, but I didn't want
Okay.
to move all the way. So
That's cool. And then Caramon.
Yeah, I'm gonna move up there.
Have any of you been hit at all by any of these?
Tika has.
Oh, wow. You guys are doing great.
I shot
Oh, yeah.
Flint.
Flint took a couple of yeah.
From behind.
Flint took a shot from the front and the back. Yeah.
All right, so Riverwind, Gilthanas, and Tanis, you're going to have your second bow shot here in a minute. Goldmoon? I don't remember what you were doing.
She was hanging back at the time.
Okay. And Sturm?
Sturm moves up online.
Cool. Tanis? Yeah, we're at the arrows, so let's go ahead and have Tanis do your second arrow shot.
Oh.
See, were you the one that hit
Sad.
before, the middle one?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
you
I
need
was-
a 10. It goes wild. Gilthanas, let's do your second shot.
Yeah.
Natural 20
yeah.
and a natural 1 damage.
Oh, man.
Can you ping the one that you hit, please?
It was a target arrow.
Forgot to
That
sharpen
one?
it, dang it. All right, so it just sort of slices his shoulder as it goes past him. And Riverwind, you're the last one with the bow. All right, so that was 11 you need. It just disappears into the darkness again. And I believe that's all of your guys' turn. And you guys had initiative, right? So yeah, so now it's their turn. All right, so they're moving forward to attack, just charging in with... Hold on, how far was that? 40? Yeah, they can still attack. So he charges in for his attack with a +2 to hit Tika with his longsword. Tika, your armor class is 8, I think. So it needs 8, 7, 6 to hit you. You take 7 damage as it charges forward, die, and cuts you. You look like a barmaid. The second Draconian charges. He's going to charge Tika too, since she's the closest to him. He's got a +2 on his attack. You smell like spiced potatoes. He hits you for 6 damage, just slices you as well. The next Draconian charges Sturm. Sturm's armor class is 5. And Sturm parries off the attack. Let's see. Caramon is going to get the next one. Caramon, I think your armor class is 5 as well, right?
6.
6. So he needs a 10. You take 6 damage as he rushes forward and slices down into you. And last but not least, Flint, you got 2 of them that charge you. The first one attacks you. And you sidestep the strike. The second one comes in for his attack. Your armor class is 6? I can find out.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Yes.
it needs 10, but with its charge of +2, it actually hits you for 1 damage as he just grazes your arm as you move out of the way. All right, that's their turn. Let's get initiative. Tie. All right, let's do it one more
Tried
time.
it again.
Come on, you can beat that. Nice. Polar opposites. All right, so declarative actions. Tasslehoff, what are you going to do?
I'm going to charge in and help Tika. I'm going to run over to her left, and if I can attack the guy on the far left, I will do that.
What is your move?
I think it's 12.
If it's 12, then you
Unless
can
you
definitely
decide that
charge
we're-
and attack.
Yeah. Great.
And then let's see. Tika, what are you going to do?
Tika did not expect this much resistance, but she's still gonna attack him for longsword.
Okay, the
Hopefully
one on the
that'll
left
get-
or the one on the right?
Always go right.
Okay. Flint?
Flint's going to attack the one on the left in front of him.
Okay. Raistlin?
I have a whole lot I can do from where I'm at right now. I think I'm just going to stay where I'm at.
Caramon?
Attack the guy in front of me.
Okay. Are you going to do your 2 attacks?
Yeah.
Okay. This is a brand new encounter, so you guys have your sort of reset 3 every 2. Riverwind, what are you going to do?
He is going to charge up and attack the Draconian to the right of Tika.
Okay. And Gilthanis?
Gilthanis is going to draw his sword and run forward.
Okay. You could charge and attack someone with your distance.
Heck
Cool.
yeah, he's going to do that.
Cool. And then Goldmoon.
Seeing how Tika looks a little peaked, she's going to get behind Tika and get ready to lay a healing spell on her next round.
Okay. Sturm?
Sturm's going to attack the one right in front of him.
And are you going to do your 2 attack routine?
Sure, yeah.
Tanis?
Tanis his move rate's 12, so he's going to charge up to get next to Flint. Take the one on the right.
Cool.
Can I clarify something real quick?
Yeah.
For my spells, the spells that are associated to my staff, do those count against my total when I see
No,
the amount
those are-
available?
Just once per day.
Okay, so I can actually have an additional spell that I have. Okay. Because the staff is counting as one spell in the total.
Yeah, it's listed there
Current max.
just so that you can see
Okay.
the stats and stuff. But yeah, no, it's
Okay.
separate.
All right, thank you.
All right. Well, let's have the double attackers go. And it looks like Caramon, let's get your first attack. All right, 17. You slice into him for 10 damage. You were just attacking the one in front of you?
Yeah.
Do you want to give me a dexterity saving throw -3 as he turns to stone dead in front of you? Nice. And then the Sturm, you had 2 attacks this round as well.
Okay.
Yeah, you're looking for 8. You cut him for 8 damage.
Sweet.
Screams out. He has to use his wings to hold him up. He just tons of blood is just splurting out of his chest. All right, now let's just go back in order. Tasslehoff, you were going to charge.
And then I can attack, right?
Oh, yeah. You got +2. Nice. So you needed a 15, 16, 17, 19, 18, 17. So unfortunately, even with that +2, you bring it forward and he just moves out of the way. What the hell are you supposed to be? Little kids out here, get them! Tika, you're up.
I hope this works.
What you gonna do?
The longsword.
Yeah, you're going to attack the right one?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
What is with this thing?
You swing wide, and he just ducks out of the way and just just sort of crumples over, guffawing. Flint, you're up.
I was going to say, I'm trying to avoid the rust flying off of Tika's blade.
I haven't had tetanus. All right, so you're looking for a 12, 14 actually. You go to hack into him, and he parries off your axe. Raistlin, you said you were just chilling. Let's see. Gilthanis, you were charging. Oh wait, Riverwind, you were charging up.
Yep.
All right, go ahead.
Swing at that one. I get a +2.
Yep. All right, you need a 10, 9, 8. You got a 6 with your natural 1. It swings past him. He's like, "This is great! We're going to kill every one of you! Prepare to die!" Gilthanis, you were going to charge up?
Yeah, he's gonna. Now, when he charges up, he can attack this round too, right?
Yeah. Yeah, as long as you're within 33% of your movement, then you can absolutely charge an attack.
Can he slide up in this little slot right here? Right beside Tika?
Unfortunately, no. I mean, that would technically, if we're putting squares down, that would be where Tika is.
All right, what about there?
Yeah.
Okay. And so he attacks, long sword.
All right, 14. You hit him for 9 damage. Give me a dexterity saving throw -3 as you slice across his chest. He sort of tenses forward. You pull out your sword, and he turns to stone in front of you. Nicely done. Stealing kills over here. Sturm and Caramon, you have your last attacks at this point. But I'm sorry, Goldmoon, you go ahead and move up. I forgot about that.
Post up right there.
And I also forgot about Tanis. So Tanis, you were going to charge in.
Tanis shouts, "Drink deep, Worm Slayer."
Oh, jeez. Gets dark. We must feed the sword. Jeez, with a 23, you bury Wormslayer into this Draconian. Give me a dexterity saving throw -3 as you insta-kill this guy.
8.
Nice. It drank, and it drank greedily. All right, let's get our second attacks from Caramon. Oh, unfortunately, you miss with your 1, and then the second attack from Sturm. So you needed a 10, 9, 8. You do 11 damage. Now, Sturm, you're going to have to step over next to the one in front of Caramon if you want to attack it. But you can do that. So you step over, slice into him for 11 damage. Give me a dexterity saving throw -3 as you cut him down and he turns to stone.
Oh.
Doesn't really matter much. Brightblade is stuck in it for max rounds, 4 rounds. So you're going to have to go back to your handy dandy, suitable for framing, one-time use only dagger.
There you go.
All right. Let's get some initiative going. Oh, wait. Did you guys win initiative or did they? It looks like you did, so it's their turn. So the 2 that are left now are sort of reevaluating the situation, and they're going to straight up run, which means Riverwind, Tika, and Tasslehoff each get an opportunity to attack. So for this first one, Tika and Riverwind, you get an opportunity to attack if you want to take it on this first one. Otherwise, Tika, you can take the opportunity to attack on the one next to Tasslehoff as it runs. It's your choice. Riverwind, do you want to take an attack?
Sure do.
Go for it. You get a +2 because he's running. So, jeez. Give me a dexterity saving throw -3 as you slice him down from the back. Nice. And let's go first from Tika as it turns to run.
No
See if this
quarter.
Rusty
No
Storm.
quarter.
Oh man, 3 damage. It doesn't kill him. He might get away. Tasslehoff, you're up. Finish him. Oh, unfortunately, even with the -2, it flies through the air and he actually does move. So let's see. He's got his full move, which takes him 3 times that distance. He's got 180 yards he can go. So he goes off into the wide blue yonder of the night, completely disappearing into the dark. You guys are alone. You know he ran away. Who knows if there's other Draconians that are going to come to try to stop you like these have? What's your plan?
Run.
Let's get out of here.
All right.
Can I take a second and heal Tika just in case we get some more?
Yeah.
Yeah. And grab the swords.
Grab the swords.
So there's 5 more swords. I hope someone's keeping track.
Yep.
Okay. Go ahead and roll the, what is it, a 1d8 for the heal? Yeah, 1d8.
There's one sword that's equipped, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
Tika took it.
Why am I having?
So it's all right. On the left-hand side, oh, there you go.
There it is.
4 heal to Tika. You call out to Mishakal to grant you aid and to heal up the wounds of your comrade. And Tika, you just feel this warmth sort of spread over your entire body as the holy symbol hanging from Goldmoon's neck brilliantly glows this blue and bathes you in this blue light. And you just feel slightly restored here. Nicely done. All right. Wind-driven snow attacks 800 huddled forms as they... Oh, I'm sorry. I'm jumping ahead a little bit. As they trudge wearily through the mountain pass. The refugees are moving slowly, pushing their heavily laden wagons through the snow and ice as you all slowly move up behind them in the dark of the night. You know they are exhausted and tired, but you guys just finished this gauntlet of combat, defending their rear from this assault. You're pretty confident that you've defeated the threat that is on its way toward you at this point. So let's go ahead and take a look at our map, what we're looking at here. This is a bit of a hex crawl, this adventure. You have now caught up to the refugees. You can see on the hex map, the wagon represents the refugees, the tent represents the heroes. Just because I don't want tiny, tiny little figures trying to be moved around, this makes it a little bit easier. You don't have to follow them around the entire time. They can only move 12 hexes in a full day of travel. They have already moved 3 miles. Each hex represents 1 mile. They've already moved 3 miles in the dark of the night, and they move very slowly because, like I said before, it's 800 refugees mixed with 40 different wagons, and each of these wagons has about 1,600 units, not each of them, but total 1,600 units of food, which will feed them all for 2 days, and about 800 blankets, which is enough to cover all of the heroes. All of the refugees. So you found some extra swords, which is good because only half of the fighters, which is 10% of their total, so they have 80 fighters, only 40 of them have long swords. So now, how many of them have long swords?
So there's 13 extra long swords that we can give them.
Okay, nice. So that's 53 of them have long swords. The other ones don't have any weapons at all. And just to remind you, these are slaves. They were beaten, abused. They are not healthy. This weather, you see them all sort of huddling and shaking frigidly as this night snow is just pounding them. They don't have torches. They can't even really see at night. They have some elves that are guiding them. They're sort of pushing them along. And it's a really sad sight that you guys come across. You're not sure how long it's going to take before any other forces catch up, but you know you've got to find somewhere for them to huddle for the night because, again, it is nighttime. They are exhausted. They worked a full day in the mines for the men, and the women have all just been physically abused, malnourished and stuff the entire time they're there. So what do you do?
Scout out to a place for them to camp.
Yeah, I would probably suggest trying to get on 1 or 2 hexes more behind us, and then find a place to camp out.
Okay. Well, I'm going to have who wants to be the party leader to drive your tent, and I'll move the wagon wherever you go because they're going to follow you.
Are we coming from the red, or is that fog of war?
So
Yeah.
so let me show you guys. This is you guys. This is Pax Tharkas right here. The red indicates occupied territory. As soon as the dragon army clears that pass through Pax Tharkas, they are going to start moving south and searching for all of you to try to kill you or recapture you, depending on their mood. So really, you don't have a whole lot of time. You know that there's an entire army that you witnessed leave Pax Tharkas that's waiting to get through that pass. So really, the sense of urgency is like right on top of you.
I assume we have to stick to the road.
I mean, it would be infinitely easier for all the refugees in their wagons.
Yeah, and those that represents mountains. So there's like mountains on either side of us.
Yeah, you guys are in a canyon right now. You see that there's an opening pass to your northeast.
Okay, so we said we're going to move 2, right?
Yeah,
So
so
let's get on down the road.
distance that you see is approximately 3 miles. Clearly at night you can't see that far, but and obviously depending on elevation and obstruction and stuff, but that's the general distance you can see before the earth starts its natural curvature. So that's why that's open that way. So as you're slowly moving, that's 2 more miles. They can only move one of these hexes. Let me check here.
Per hour.
I think it's actually a little bit better than that because even though it is a pass, it's still a little bit better. All right, so movement. So it's 3 inches per game turn. So that's basically 3 inches every 10 minutes. 3 inches being like 300 or 300 feet. So 30 yards every 10 minutes. And these are each a mile. A mile is basically 5,400 feet or something like that. So we're just going to say each hex is going to be, like an hour, hour and a half maybe a little bit longer. So it's now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 miles that you've traveled in the dark of night. If we're going by that, the sky is starting to lighten up, but it's not quite dawn or anything like that yet.
I wonder if we can get them, because I'm hearing they need to camp or sleep. We
Mhm.
can
need to
either
rest.
go
Well, everyone.
here or here.
Yeah, I like that second one.
Yeah, I'd rather
Where
get
you bring
distance. Go
Maybe
there.
slightly off the road, I think, might be beneficial, even though we're probably going to leave a giant trail no matter where we go.
Right.
Diapers, poop.
Yeah.
Could we put them maybe further in, and then we guard the no, but they can just fly over it. Never mind.
I mean, they would have to know you're there, first of all. And
Yeah.
and again, it is snow. So, and like 800 people and wagons, you're definitely leaving a trail no matter where you go. So
Yeah.
it's really just a matter of how long you have before they clear that path and how far you want to bury yourself in a bunch of mountains, then trying to get back out.
Yeah, I wouldn't go too far off, but if it's night and we're just encountering patrols, we need some rest, and then we need to get on the road again.
Right. Okay. So are you going to try to camp here in the wilderness here?
I'm fine with it.
Yeah, I think so, and put us between the refugees and the road so that we can be the first line of defense.
Right. Okay.
I need my brother to make me some tea.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Well, what you actually notice
get it?
is that a number, like all of the camp survivors, the refugees, they're all starting to filter off into like 5 distinct groups. And they're all sort of just mingling with each other. And it's being broken up by, of course, region, where they were taken from, and race, their ethnicities and stuff. And it's completely becoming this segregated space amongst all these refugees. A few campfires begin to flicker in the snow-covered wilderness. Around them gathered tired, weak, and scared families. Several refugees ask you to attend a meeting of the leaders of the people at this point. And you didn't even know there was leaders. Suddenly, there are now. So do you agree to go with them?
Is it
Sure.
all of us or one of us, like Goldmoon?
I'm totally up to you. They just approached all of you because I assumed you guys are all together.
I vote we
I'm
don't
gonna-
separate like last time. That didn't work well.
Yeah,
Tasslehoff's going to look around for something to burn,
Okay.
firewood,
That's
or
always
Give me a
good
wisdom
idea.
check.
Are these wooded or no?
It's a lot of snow and it's mountainous, but you could probably find some scrub oak or something. It would be soaking wet just from the snow. But go ahead and give me a wisdom check to see how well you can find something. And that'll take about 20, 30 minutes.
yeah. Let's go meet with them.
Okay.
See what they're up to.
Nice. A perfect roll. So yeah, you found the driest scrub oak that could exist in this mountain. So you're like, yes, I found it. And you're sort of gathering up as much as you can. All right. So you guys, the remaining of you who want to go, clearly Flint and Tanis are going, head over to this group. And what you find is 5 individuals with Lorana, all sort of standing around this little campfire, just sort of talking to each other. Let me give you a bit of a visual here. So I don't know if you can see this as it pops up. You should be able to also, do you guys see an image pop up at all? When I click show to players?
No.
Nothing? Look in your handouts and see if you see an event 2. Event number 2, the first night. It would be underneath your character sheets. Under a folder called handouts. Do you see that?
I just see supplies, attrition, and tracking.
All right, well, I'm glad this works. How about now? Do you see it?
Now I do.
Perfect.
So
So you can open that if you want to see the image. It also has the name of the leaders here. But and a couple of them are surprising. So you see Elistan, who was really hurting before, he's actually sort of awake. he still looks really, really hurt, but he was in the wagon the entire time being carried. And so you see a bunch of the people that sort of around Abanasini, around Solace, they've sort of gathered around him and nominated him to be their leader for this group. And a couple of the other people. The first one, again, you notice is Elistan. He's the leader of what he likes to call the believers. So these are people who have forsaken the seeker religion, and they started trying to find faith in the old gods. And this is all because of the miracles that Goldmoon has been practicing, bringing healing back. This is just an amazing, earth-shattering event that no one could have seen coming. And so it sort of turned him away from being a seeker priest into becoming a believer. He's very friendly to all of you. Of course, he shared a caravan with you way back in the day, and he sort of waves at all of you. It's very nice to see all of you again, even in these wretched conditions. And Lorana is like, well, I presume you know Elistan. Well, if you look here, this is Lokar. He is the leader of the Seekers. And Lokar just like looks up. It's nice to see all of you. Thank you so much for saving us at Pax Tharkas. We truly appreciate it. And then she points over at this next individual. And this is Briar. He is the leader of the plains. And Briar sort of stands up and he like bows down to Riverwind and Goldmoon. Chieftain's daughter, it is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I don't believe we have ever formally met before. My name is Briar. And then Lorana points over at the next person. And this is Brookland. He has been nominated as the leader of the Woodfolk. And Brookland looks up. It is a pleasure to make all of your acquaintance. And I hope together we can save as many of us refugees and find us safety in this wretched wilderness as soon as possible. And finally, she looks over. And this is Eben Shadowstone. We have never met him before. And he's like, oh, we know each other. How's it going, guys?
Wow.
Aren't
Okay.
you the one that's supposed to betray us?
What?
No.
I don't think I am. What a strange thing to say. No, look, the free people nominated me their leader, and hey, you know what? A little glory, a little gold maybe in my future? I'm up for the task. He's like,
Didn't you sleep all throughout Pax Tharkas?
not all throughout it, but I did notice you guys didn't help me coming back. You can still tell he's very hurt. He looks over at Goldmoon. Hey, sweet cheeks, you mind giving me a little bit of that blue healing magic?
Wait your turn.
He's
A
like,
long time.
all right. You can tell they love me dearly. Elistan's like,
Wow.
we need to make plans. This is not a safe place for us to stay. In fact, out here without any cover, I fear many of us will die. What is your plan? And he sort of looks at all of you.
Raistlin would like to ask any of the leaders if any of them are familiar with this area itself on this side of Pax Tharkas, and do they know of any settlements or other establishments anywhere on this side?
Where we can go for shelter.
Unfortunately, all of us, and this is again Elistan, all of us have been from Abanasini up to the north. We are not familiar with this southern region. As far as I know, it's only populated by dwarves, either the Nidar Hill dwarves or the mountain dwarves. And he looks over at
That's
Flint. I don't suppose
That's what I'm.
you know
That's
of
what I'm
any.
talking about. It's been a long time since Flint's been here. He
Well,
went exploring in the mountains years and years ago.
I have
Tasslehoff probably stole his map.
Probably. he is a neater dwarf though, so he may have some leftover knowledge.
Go ahead and give me a intelligence check, please. Yeah, unfortunately, you've spent so much time up in Abanasinia, in Solace, and between Quilinisti that you don't really know any of the communities down here at all.
Okay.
It is all pretty foreign to you. You can't, and you certainly just can't think of one right now. In any case, Elistan does speak up. There is rumor that these Keralize mountains led to a valley. It's the site of an ancient Dwarfgate War. If any of you have studied history, somewhere in that valley, there are the gates of the kingdom of Thorbardin, home of the mountain dwarves. That might be our only escape. But I do not know
Mount,
where it can be found.
mountain dwarfs. Huh.
Does Gil Thanis know anything?
You would know the history of the Dwarfgate Wars in passing, but all of your history would be based around the idea of Pax Tharkas, the unity that's been destroyed over time since the Cataclysm, and just your elven history, with Kinslayer Wars and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Same with Lorana.
I know the hill dwarfs don't have a lot of love left for the mountain dwarves because they kind of betrayed them at one point.
Well, that is an interesting note. Do you think that would prevent us from finding succor with them?
No, we need to do whatever it takes to get y'all to safety.
Well, that is a reassurance. One of the leaders speaks up. This is Lokar. But we're freezing to death out in these mountains. Certainly a dwarf can speak with dwarves. Can't you just connect with the mountain or something?
I would be glad to speak with my dwarven brethren on your behalf.
Well,
But we need to find shelter and move farther away from Pax Tharkas for safety.
I hope we survive through the night in order to do so. Lorana thank you, Lokar. I did want to let all of you know that the Council of Freedom, as they have started calling themselves, that was my idea, Evan speaks up. Yes, well, the Council of Freedom would very much like to thank you for rescuing all of them from Pax Tharkas, and they would like to offer you a non-voting advisory role amongst the 5 separate leaders. This is just because, really, the people trust their individuals that were in a position of leadership before they were captured by the Red Dragon Army, and they feel more comfortable having them represent their best interests, rather than, while you are clearly heroes, you are strangers to most of them.
I look over at Eben and kind of snicker.
He's like,
Sturm just crosses
I
his
got
arms.
pulled, baby. I got pulled.
Sturm goes, good luck.
So,
I think Tanis would ask Raistlin, can we back up a minute and kind of have a discussion with our group?
Absolutely. I think that's a good idea.
we can grab some of these burning logs and help you start a fire if you would like to move off from the Council of Freedom.
That'd be great. We just need a few minutes to talk through a couple of things.
Completely understandable. And she looks over at Gilthanas. Are you okay with me being the intermediary between you and the council?
Intermediary.
You know she was trained in politics and diplomacy, so she would be a very good sort of in-between between you guys and them. For example, if you guys went off to search for something, she could stay here and sort of be your voice, your proxy.
Gilthanis says, do what you got to do.
Thank you, brother. All right.
Yeah.
So, you guys are alone. You got a nice little campfire going. Tasslehoff walks in with just bundles of wood.
I think as Tanis, I would say, as a half elf, what was his name? Brookland is the wood folk, and seems to be. I can try to pursue a relationship there on the elven side, and it looks like Elistan is in our camp. I don't know about these other two guys, and Eben. I'm withholding judgment on him. I don't trust him.
Well, you
Well, I don't
do
trust
know
him.
stuff about him, though. Like, you do know that
I-
you could have pulled just through your engagements what you know thus far.
I think he's easily manipulated. I think we could engage with him in a way that would behoove ourselves or gain us much value.
Take advantage of his mercenary spirit.
Yeah, of his eagerness to be famous
Yeah.
and sexy at the same time.
Flint would say, he's excited about moving into dwarven area, but he's not sure how much he could help. But he's one of the few dwarves, so if we have to encounter any dwarves, he'd be happy to take on that role, as long as they're not those stinking gully dwarves.
Would I have any?
Gilthanis is trying to help Flint remember where this dwarven kingdom was.
I'm not trying to get too meta here or anything, but would Raistlin have any knowledge of like Zaman or anything at this point in his life? If the studies of like Fistadanilus and anything,
Give me an intelligence check.
uh, I failed dramatically.
Yeah, unfortunately, you don't remember anything about the Dwarfgate War at this point. I mean, that would include Zaman and Fistadanilus and everything. Like right now, you're probably still, you've got spells rattling around in your head, the stress of running through all this incredible distance, walking miles in the cold at night. You're aching and coughing and.
Where's my tea?
Yeah.
Tika, I think Tika like kind of remembers something maybe as a barmaid hearing about something. This is like maybe a tale or like a drunken story.
That would be because it's a prehistory conversation, like, almost, a little over 300 years ago, actually, is when it happened. So it would be a stretch if she did. Go ahead and give me an intelligence check. The reality around here is that only a very small few historians would have any idea about this story. Because again, it happened right after the Cataclysm, like 8 years or something like that after the Cataclysm. And that was like 351 years ago. So it's been a long, long time, and people just don't, there's not like libraries that people regularly go to, especially not in Abanasinia. You would really have to go north or south to try to find any library that would have that type of history. And you wouldn't even bother to look it up if you weren't a dwarf anyway, because it's not really germane to you living your day-to-day life. So unfortunately, no one really knows about this Dwarfgate War or about what this entrance to Thorbardin might be, but that is the purpose of this adventure. So is there anything you guys wanted to do throughout the rest of the night? We're going to run a little bit late if you guys are okay, because we started a little bit late. Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think we need to just two things, if y'all are okay with it. Communicate to the people of freedom.
Council of Freedom.
Council, communicate to them that we appreciate us being included in the discussion, even though we're non-voting members, and try not to roll our eyes. And then we need to kind of spread out and just work the room kind of thing. Make sure people are, it's like, here, you want to borrow the corner of my blanket as we huddle in and try to get a few hours of sleep before we get on the road again, and just try to goodwill, and just, if people don't trust us, they're not going to follow us.
And also, to be fair, you guys are exhausted too. You've been going all day long, and you started your day in Pax Tharkas before the revolt. So everyone is exhausted. Most of the refugees at this point have crashed.
Okay.
Do they have fire over in their camp?
You do see small spatterings of fires popping up.
Raistlin suggests that either someone from our group, as well as maybe if we can muster up anyone from the free folk or the prisoners, we may want to have some sort of watch or something to at least make ourselves aware of anything that may be patrolling out there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's not a bad idea.
Sturm will agree to stay up for 2 hours.
Okay, Sturm will take the first watch. Who's taking the second?
Yeah.
To be quite honest, after 2 hours, the sun's going to be breaking over the mountaintops. You guys have been going all night, so you've already got the alpenglow happening in the sky and on the ridges of the mountains. So after Sturm takes his 2 hours, it's going to be daytime. They're going to be wanting to move. So Sturm, if you do that, you are not going to be sleeping for the whole next day, which will affect you.
Sturm volunteers
Caramon's
for
good for an
20
hour.
minutes.
Okay. If you
Oh,
guys
yeah.
split it up for an hour each, that'll probably be all right. And then you just sleep a few
Yeah.
hours into the early morning as long as you can before everyone is rearing to get away from that oncoming army that's going to try to recapture or kill them.
Yeah.
And you also know that there's assuming both of those dragons weren't killed, there could be a dragon in play even, massive
Okay.
red dragon. So that's a terrifying notion as well.
Okay.
So as you guys
As-
sort of,
as-
oh, good.
Oh, I was just gonna say, as we get on the road, some of the stronger members of our party can put a shoulder behind a wagon, just if places get stuck or bogged down.
That will definitely help for sure.
Do these wagons have wheels on them?
Yeah.
And we're going through snow.
Yeah.
Or okay. Is there any way that we could fashion these into like sleds?
Well, there's 40 different wagons. You would have to find some better wood than you have right now. You would probably have to find some sort of forest area to find the amount of wood you would need to then take the time to, cut it down and fashion it appropriately. You do have some tradesmen
Right.
with you, so they can
Yeah.
do that once you get the resources. But with the scrub oak that you're finding up in these mountains, you're not able to do it here.
Raistlin doesn't have a transmogrified a sleigh spell.
Yeah, my tensor's floating disc isn't gonna
Wield
help
a
a whole lot.
sleigh.
Not gonna help much. Okay, no.
You can only levitate one.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, let's get on the road.
Yeah, it's getting on the road.
Let's deal with the night first. So everyone's crashed out. You guys are doing your best to try to sleep. And Goldmoon, you actually, in your dreams, have this incredible vision. You see Elistan clothed in the robes of a priest of Paladine. He carries the discs of Mishakal with him, and he is bringing the word of the gods of good to all of the world. The vision only lasts for a brief moment, but it does compel you to want to give Elistan the discs of Mishakal.
She will take note of that and seek him first thing in the morning as we get ready to get on the road.
Okay. So as you wake up from this dream, you sort of rummage through your pack and you find the discs of Mishakal and you go to approach him. He just sort of looks up. Oh, yes, my dear. How can I help you?
She has the disc in her hands and she presents them to him. And she says, I had a dream that you were able to use these and bring good and the gods back into the world to help with everything going on. And hands the disc over to him.
He has a confused look on his face. What are these? And he starts flipping through, and you can tell he can actually read them, something that none of you could actually do. He's like, oh my, I believe I will have to spend some time reflecting on these. Thank you very much, my dear. I really appreciate it. You just witnessing the miracles you've performed thus far have inspired me to have faith in the new gods, and from what I'm seeing in these thus far, I believe I have found the faith that I've always been seeking. Thank you. You can clearly see he is moved by this, and he still can't walk because he's not quite healed. You're looking down at him. He's clearly wounded, but he does not ask anything of you. And as the day goes on, everyone starts breaking out their food. And this is the first time you guys get to deal with attrition. So these refugees were starved and beaten in Pax Tharkas. Cruel weather conditions of the escape has weakened many of them still further. And every time you meet one of these criteria, we get to roll a percentile chance to see if they suffer from attrition. There are 800 refugees right now. And having slept a night in the open without any cover, let's see if they suffer. Ugh. So, because we slept out a night without any cover, 6 people have died. So they wake up and find their cold, frozen bodies. And now we are down to, that was 6 of them, 74 people. And none of the fighters have died. So, oh man, I got to do some math. And I was going to have to do math today. That was 6 of them. I'm sorry. Yeah, 6 people. So there's 714 people left alive. Your goal, of course, is to get as many people alive into Thorbardin as possible. You've just witnessed from this first night that it's going to be impossible to get everyone. And so you're sort of operating as we just have to be as quick as possible and save as many as possible, but knowing you're going to lose some along the way. And before they even move out, the 6 dead bodies, the people, they're sort of bringing them to the Council of Freedom. Like, what are we going to do? We're all dying. We're going to die before we find any safety. And people are losing their minds. And the council is sort of doing their best to handle their own camps. And Lorana is running between them, and she sort of runs up to you. Is there anything that any of you could say to the people to provide them any sense of support or anything? We've lost 6 people through the night. You guys are like, nope.
I was just trying to think of what to say. What would I say to him? Raistlin's probably not he's probably more of the mentality of let's just get our asses moving and quit whining.
Eben sort of walks over to Raistlin under his breath. You don't think we could eat him, do you?
That's pretty dark, but I give him a fist bump anyway.
He's like, all right.
Party of one.
Tanis would say that these folks have this is a sad thing, but these folks have not died in vain. We need to rid the world of this dragon and draconian scourge, and that the best we can do is bury them with a little bit of honor and move on as quickly as we can, because it's the world doesn't stop. We have to keep going.
They all sort of resign themselves. The mothers are weeping for the couple children who died, and some men are weeping for their wives and vice versa. And they just take the time. It takes, this is snow. This is frozen. So you either have a choice of trying to break through frozen rock or do a sort of cairn situation where you pile rocks around the bodies, or you just dig them into the snow. What do you think would be best?
We don't have a lot of time.
Big pile with rocks and burned wood.
Igloo.
Just big pile.
Big igloo.
Just big pile. Yeah.
Okay. So you take your time. It's going to take about an hour to get, source enough rocks and pile them up and, have everyone have their moments. Elistan doesn't quite feel confident saying anything yet, but you do see Lokar, the leader of the Speakers. It's the most powerful religious and political movement right now in Abanasinia. He sort of steps forward. Well, I think the Seeker gods would like to embrace all of us in their welcome and loving arms. We know those who have died have been returned to the earth, which is for the best for them. They would have probably just held us up a little bit. But rest assured that the Seeker gods are looking after each and every one of you, and the Council of Freedom has your best interests at heart as we continue to move through this mountain, assuming our heroes know the way to our safety. Any further loss may be on their shoulders. You see people just turn and look at you. Like everyone.
I say, under my breath, I say, and for 1999 steel coins, I could save you from.
Laurent is just like, jeez.
Smile and nod.
I tell Tanis that it was very well said for a bastard.
Oh, thank you.
Oh,
Wait.
jeez.
Wow.
On that high note.
I just rubbed my shoulder where I have the wound.
He says it with all sincerity of trying to say something nice to him. It was his wholeheartedly
Wow.
attempt.
Wow. Yeah, Eben is just still standing behind you, Raistlin is like, I thought I was a tough bastard. Jeez. Well, that is going to do it, everyone, for this actual play of Advanced Dungeons & Dragons DL3 Dragons of Hope. Do you enjoy the setup of this adventure? What did you think about that gauntlet at the very beginning? And do you think the heroes are going to have any trouble managing this Council of Freedom? Leave a comment below or feel free to email me at info@dlsaga.com, of course. If you'd like, I would like to take a moment and invite you to subscribe to the YouTube channel, ring the bell to get notified about upcoming videos, and click the like button. It all goes to help other Dragonlance fans learn about this channel and its content. Of course, thank you to creator patrons Aaron Hardy and D. Robert Handy, producer patron David Galindo and Joe, developer patrons Chris Androu and Sam Ruiz, and all of the YouTube members. This channel is all about celebrating the wonderful world of the Dragonlance Saga. Thank you so much for joining that celebration. So for everyone here, until next time, my name's Adam with Dragonlance Saga. Slàinte mhath.